Hey guys, welcome to another Ask Your Questions video. In this, one student was asking what is more relevant when you're taking a look at the job portals in Germany, and especially in terms of the networking platform, Xing versus LinkedIn. And again, like I always like to talk in terms of data, so I had this very nice study which was published on Business Insider, and I'm going to open it up for you. So if you see on this screen, you will see that there are some specific fields which are more relevant for LinkedIn, and then there are other ones which are more relevant for Xing. Now we'll go through them. Now if you take a look at both of these portals and you see how many job positions were opened up for what specific category, you will see that LinkedIn leads in terms of IT and telecommunication. Then LinkedIn also leads in terms of sales, the management positions, project management positions, organization positions. Then when you're taking a look at the technical fields, for example, engineering, so the construct means constructeur, so like the drafter, that's the German version for it. Again, so like when I'm going through this, really like, make some kind of notes whatsoever, because this kind of like German vocabulary is going to be very helpful for you if you haven't already done it for your particular field. For example, when I was coming to Germany, I had just finished my BTech in civil engineering, so I was very curious about all of the technical keywords and I would write them down so that I remember them. So anytime there's any kind of conversation happening about, let's say, civil engineering, I can just remind myself, all right, like this is called this in German. So for Xing, like we talked about, drafting, engineering, architecture is relevant. Then for LinkedIn, we have research, science, and other like science related fields. For Xing, we have consulting. So for consulting, they essentially mean like management consulting, IT consulting, and things like that, so like more related to the management side. Then LinkedIn is again like higher on marketing, PR, advertisement, design, and multimedia. Then Xing is higher on the more traditional fields like finance, accounting, controlling, insurance. LinkedIn is higher on HR. Then Xing is higher on secretary, office management, and administrative tasks, health, medicine, and social things, law and tax, then construction, then purchasing. I don't know like what that exactly means. And then you have hotel, and then you have the tourism industry, hotel and everything. Then afterwards you come to transport, traffic, logistics, and what is lager, so warehousing, right? So this study gives you a nice differentiation between the kind of jobs which are published on LinkedIn versus Xing. So again, like for many engineers and stuff, Xing could still be a very relevant platform, whereas when you take a look at people who are more into like management and are into like marketing or even like the standard like design stuff, for them LinkedIn could be very interesting. My personal opinion would be that like you definitely be more aggressive on LinkedIn, because you will definitely find a lot of people with more international orientation on LinkedIn as compared to Xing. But if you're going to more conservative fields, more traditional fields, then like of course Xing would be a nice platform for you to build connections, and then once you have a good relationship established with them, then think about like sending a CV or something. Now again, like people think in building a relationship as in like a few months or something, but if you think about it, like if you're able to nurture a LinkedIn or Xing connection even for 1 week with really good quality messages back and forth, then you can already ask them towards the end if there's any kind of position open internally in that particular company. One thing that very less people know about is that in Germany you're given some kind of referral fee. So like if there's an employee who is able to bring in another good recruit to the company, then the company generally provides that employee around like 1% of the gross salary for the year as a reward for that other employee if the new recruit is successfully able to join the job and is performing well. So like that is the story there, and that's why many times people are more than willing to like just take your CV and stuff and like forward it further. But you have to like approach it nicely. You cannot just like copy paste every single email to your LinkedIn connection, and this is something that I hate. So on LinkedIn, I think I have over like 5,000 connections, and I think 500 or 600 are still pending. And many times like whenever I see like it's a copy paste like just email message request or something, then I don't even accept it, because then if they're like not even putting the effort while like joining the network, then what kind of effort they're going to put inside when they're actually in the network. So you have to be again super careful there. LinkedIn and Xing, these are very important platforms. 30 minutes a day should be like spent inside just like taking a look at new people who could be interesting in your field, and then just like sending them connection requests and like building a relationship with them, so that when the time comes when you actually need a job or something, they're ready for you to help you out because they know about your expertise and they're willing to help you out. Then another quick thing that you can take a look in this study is that according to the hierarchies, they say like on LinkedIn, you will generally find more positions open up for specialists with some kind of academic education or academic background, whereas on Xing, you're going to find more vacancies for people who have some kind of vocational training. So this is again supporting the fact that LinkedIn in general is still a really, really good platform for people who are especially students or are planning to study in some universities and are afterwards then looking for jobs. So I'm all for LinkedIn, but if you also want to like include Xing, then do that. I just like do not like the interface and everything, so I'm not a huge fan. I had a few like job postings, but all of that I did on LinkedIn. I never used like Xing for that because we were just like lucky enough that from our own network we were able to find good people who could like, you know, fit in the team nicely. So that is the entire story. I hope this video helps you and you get some insight into the German labor market. I will also be talking more about like how is it to have a business and stuff, and how is it to have employees from Germany, and like how things work in the backend and everything on my second channel, Brand Device. So if you're interested in videos like that, take a look at the videos there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.